The end of slavery requires universal basic income. The abolition of slavery was one of the most monumental shifts in human history. Ending the widespread practice of owning other human beings as property fundamentally changed social, political, and economic dynamics around the world. However, the full promise of emancipation has yet to be fulfilled even centuries later. The legacy of slavery continues to impact societies globally in the form of systemic racism, discrimination, and economic inequality. To truly complete the long process of ending all forms of human bondage, we must establish economic justice and freedom for all people. Universal basic income is an essential step in this direction. Under slavery, human beings were treated as capital, units of labor to be exploited for profit. They had no economic autonomy or power. The fruits of their forced labor went entirely to enrich their masters. Even after abolition, economic resources and opportunities remained concentrated in the hands of the white social classes that had benefited most from slavery. Freed slaves and their descendants faced immense obstacles to accessing education, jobs, property ownership, and more. Universal basic income helps fulfill the unfinished promise of abolition by granting everyone a basic floor of economic support. Regular direct cash payments funded by the government and provided to all citizens regardless of work status or other factors ensure that everyone has their basic needs met. UBI recognizes that all human beings deserve the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, ideals that slavery fundamentally rejected. Under UBI, work becomes truly voluntary. No one is forced to work exploitative or abusive jobs just to survive. The diminished threat of poverty grants workers greater bargaining power and flexibility. UBI enables more people to invest time in caregiving, education, entrepreneurship, art, or other unpaid work that benefits society. It allows more freedom to leave dangerous or discriminatory work environments. Uncoupling basic economic security from employment empowers people to choose their work more freely. This autonomy aligns with the original vision of emancipation. Slavery deprived enslaved Africans and their descendants of any choice in work. Their labor was coerced through violent force and restraints. Ending this system was supposed to grant everyone the right to decide their own economic destinies. Yet poverty and inequality still act as chains limiting opportunity and mobility for marginalized groups today. UBI helps unravel these bindings. UBI also acts as a form of economic reparation for historical injustice. By helping close racial disparities in income, wealth, health, education, and more, UBI promotes greater equality of outcomes after centuries of state-sanctioned discrimination. Paying reparations directly to the descendants of slaves is one way to account for the compounding effects of generational exploitation and exclusion. But UBI's universality makes it a more unifying solution. Extending economic justice to all citizens builds social solidarity across racial divides. Critics argue UBI is prohibitively expensive or will discourage work. However, research shows it actually boosts health, education, and employment. The cost also pays for itself through improved economic and social outcomes. Society already spends trillions on inefficient, insufficient, and inequitable anti-poverty programs. Consolidating spending into a simple UBI creates a more cost-effective, empowering, and racially just system. We cannot complete the long process of abolition until the economic effects of slavery are redressed. UBI offers a path towards making this dream a reality. By guaranteeing an income floor for all, it opens up economic freedom, autonomy, and opportunity for those long denied it. UBI helps transform this vision into a reality, bringing us closer to a just, equitable, and free society. The unfinished legacy of emancipation calls us to this work.